All right, so let's take a look. We got this 3D ceramic coating. Got turned on to this product originally through some of their polishes. Then started looking further into the company, realizing they kind of do a whole lot of stuff. And they actually kind of private label some products for other companies as well. So we're going to go ahead and look at this Range Rover, which is actually my personal daily driver. I've got about 6,000 miles into the coating here now, so I figured it's a good time to do a review. And I'm also offering this to some of my customers in the marine industry, and also wanted to kind of give them an idea of how this coating holds up and what to look out for. So hey, let's get started. Basically, the whole thing has 2 coats of the 3D ceramic product, which looks like this. I first corrected it with their product 3D1. Prior to that, it had some other polishing work already done on it with the 3M Perfect It, which a lot of detailers are familiar with. So once I hit it with the 3D1, I didn't have a whole lot of polishing to do, but the 3D1 does work great. Started off with an orange pad and then did a green pad, green polishing pad as kind of a finish, and then took a black pad for some jeweling, but continued all 3 steps with the 3D1. So then after that, went ahead and hit the entire car, every panel, with 3D Wipe, which is their surface prep. It's got a little bit of a solvent in it, but apparently lubrication as well. So instead of just using isopropyl alone, it kind of lubricates like your towel as you do the surface prep to get all the polishing oils out. Then I went ahead and did 2 coats of the ceramic on each panel with about a 45-second flash time. I tried to go a little longer. Went ahead and did do 2 coats on the entire vehicle except for the wheels, glass, and yeah, that's it. I did every painted surface possible. Oh, I didn't do any of the plastics. After the 2 coats cured for a little over a day, I then went over it with their Ceramic Touch SiO2, which just kind of boosts up that ceramic coating even more. Supposedly the Ceramic Touch is like rated for 6 months, so once that wears down, then we'll just be back at the base layer of the ceramic itself, which has got a 9H rating, so it's going to be a lot less susceptible to like scratching during washes, and it really has been. So I've used every like wax under the sun, and I really can truly testify to the ceramic coating. And you know, it's been a new thing for a couple of years. No one was really sure, like, you know, if the longevity of the product was truly worth it. And then, you know, there's the fact that you can't use any wax maintenance products, which a lot of us like to use. So it was kind of weird doing it, but I'm super happy with it. So basically, this is the paint up close, and it's relatively dusty because it has been getting driven. I mean, the last time this was washed was about 4 days ago, and it's actually been raining a little bit, and it does get water spotting. So we try to wash it like every week and a half, 2 weeks. And it does have a way better self-cleaning capability. Like when you pull it into the garage to dry, it doesn't dry with, you know, a lot of dirt and everything on it. It does have like that nice self-cleaning effect. But realistically, you're always still gonna have to wash it once in a while, especially in the Pacific Northwest. There's so much dirt and stuff on the roads. So it's not like a total self-cleaning effect. I think that's just kind of misleading when people say that. And, you know, like I mentioned before, they do say that you should still top it with an SiO2 like every 6 months to keep up your coating. And that determines how long that coating is going to last for. Is it going to be a year or 5 years? You got to keep up the top coat. So you can see though, I mean, it's just extremely impressive. Like this is after 6,000 miles. We've taken this thing to Montana. We've taken it to Whistler, up to Canada. up in, you know, where it's all the getting sand blasted literally as you're driving through all those roads. So you can see it's just holding up really well. Some things that usually get marring or scratching, excuse me, is these A and B, C pillars. They're really soft for some reason, and you know, when you're closing the doors, it's just more comfortable to grab them. And I used to have to repolish those all the time before the ceramic was done. So that's a real game changer. Another thing I can mention is when I was doing the coating on this, the towels that you use, they are like a very fine microfiber, almost like a glass cleaning cloth. And the next day, if you leave it out, it will be rock hard. And there's like all these little glass like crystallines along the edge of it. And Tunç Goran, the guy that operates 3D, says that if you put the product down on like a table, for example, and come back the next day, it should be basically rock hard. So do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. Is there a lot of prep involved? Yes, but definitely it is an absolute game changer, going from any sort of wax to, or even like a spray on ceramic, to the real ceramic, a real 9H coating. There is just a huge difference. It is way more expensive to do this entire vehicle. It probably cost about $180 in raw supplies, not including the, well, probably about a total of 8 hours of polishing involved to get it totally corrected and surface prepped for the coating. But because I did all the preparation, it's holding up really well. So I just wash it with a microfiber cloth and some ceramic wash as well. Oh, and that's really big. You don't want to use any sort of a cleaner that actually has wax in it. So what I recommend is actually this ceramic wash coat. This stuff by Griot's is absolutely amazing. It will beat up anything it touches. So be careful with your driveway, because it can literally basically form a sealant on your driveway. And when it rains, you literally see it beat up on the driveway, which I've never seen with any other soap. And I've used many, many different types of soap. So I know it's kind of a rambling review, but hopefully this input helps you guys out, because honestly, there's so much snake oil out there with a lot of this stuff. And I want to tell you guys, this is the most quality product I've ever found. So Tunç Goran over there is really helping us all out. This is a product for professionals. It's something that if you operate a business, I would highly recommend using this for your customers. They're going to be super happy. If you're just a consumer, I would highly recommend doing a lot of research on the surface prep that's involved. And that's usually the number one reason you want to go with a professional, is because just simply applying a ceramic, you're not going to get this kind of result that lasts for, 10,000 miles plus, or 5 years, I don't think it's wise to advise people it's totally self-cleaning or for life. It's just not. You're probably going to get, I would say, a maximum life expectancy of 5 years out of these coatings. I really think that that's like a realistic expectation, and that's what I try to give people, is reality. And that's okay, because a lot of this stuff's misleading. So if you're willing to invest into your car, it can look great for a period of time, but if you're daily driving it, it's just not going to last forever. PPF is another option. I do have some vinyl on here, as you can see, gloss wrap. That's Vivid vinyl. It does not have a coating on it. It actually needs a totally special type of coating, which I can also do. But again, that coating, little vial alone, is about $80. So it's just all about how much you want to invest into your vehicle. With the vinyl, I can just redo the vinyl. It's a lot harder to repaint a car. So I think for your paint's sake, it's definitely worth the investment. And that's all. I'll quit rambling on that.